Hello, welcome to the new episode of English and how English has become the lingua franca. In this episode, we are going to learn about how loan words or the borrowed words have come and how English took birth. As we have seen in the previous episode, how English has evolved from the Indo-European family tree, and then understanding its importance and how it has globally accepted and globally spoken language. In this episode, we are going to discuss about what are loan words or borrowed words in English. As I have discussed in the previous episode about origin of English language and its progress with Indo-European language family. Despite English being fabricated from different languages, the major portion of the vocabulary is derived from the Romance language of Latin and its roots such as French, Spanish, Italian and Germanic languages as we can overlook. The loan words or the borrowed words are the words adopted by the speaker of one different language, which is the key source of donor language without translation of without its change. So these languages have come and these are called as calc languages or the donor languages. How do you think these loan words have begun? How did they give the vocabulary are the major questions if we check through. So what do you think? Did you just think about it? So these borrowings were the consequent result of cultural content between two languages and communities, but were often asymmetrical, like the invasion of different Germanic tribes and Vikings, influence of a new culture and traditions incorporated the foreign words into the whole body of English as a language. We use many of them in describing food, art, culture, environment, entertainment, or even in management, business, or entrepreneur words. Popular loan words that we use every day are majorly everyday words like such as sushi from Japanese, taco is a mixture of Mexican and Spain word, a spaghetti from Italian, ratatouille from French, or curry from Tamil language. This is how they have been borrowed, them taking it as an exact word. It is said that nearly 80% of the words or the loan words are the loan words. Rest of them are considered as loan transfer or the inventors. That means how they have transferred with new inventions and new words. Other words such as language, justice, science are taken from Latin, ballet, government, salon, brigade, grenade, beef, etc. are from French. Phobia, academia, muse, and democracy are taken from Greek language. Poodle, noodles, pretzels, and kindergarten are taken from German language. Opera, piano, broccoli, cappuccino are taken from Italian language. And let us see how Sanskrit has evolved. Words such as avatar, yoga, karma are taken from swastik, are taken from English language. Now, understanding how we use most common words in English language, be it from film or your friends using it, has become very common, or you watching in some YouTube video or anything is common that we learn. So let us see with the first example of déjà vu, which is a French word which means already experienced. You must have already experienced of something that you something that you have dreamt and you feel like, oh my god, I've experienced it. You feel like you have experienced this situation. If for instance I'm talking to you and something suddenly stuck in my mind, and then I'll be like, oh, déjà vu, that means I've experienced this, I've seen what has happened. And let us go to the next word like c'est la vie. C'est la vie is again a French word which means it's a life or that is life. It's like when you talk something, oh my god, why do I have to face all the issues? And one of your friend would be like, c'est la vie, that is life. Obstacles are common in our life, so that is life, that is how it is. And the other example is carpe diem, which means seize the day. This is a very common word that is used. If you have watched the film called Dead Poets Society, this word is dominantly used and explained how to pronounce it, and how commonly it is used. So as I've explained in our previous episodes and in this episode, how language has formed as a whole body from borrowing from different languages such as Latin, French, Italian, German, Old Norse, or anything or any other example per se. Let us see how Jewish word has influenced in our common language or common speaking days. Such as first example could be taken as a mazel tov. Mazel tov is a congratulating word, you congratulating someone has done. I've passed distinctionally. Oh, mazel tov, which means congratulations, you have done it, amazing job. And the next example we can take it as a kudos, which is praising for an achievement. You'll be like, oh, my sister has won this, kudos, I'm so happy that she has achieved for it. And then few other examples if we see how I've explained romance language has dominantly exchanged, such as mon amour, my love, that you can use, or amigo, let's do this amigo, which means friend, a dear friend that you call. And if you go to a restaurant, you must have heard the word called a la carte. A la carte means food that is ordered separately. And then since you have ordered food, bon appetit, which means eat well. This you must have heard from a song, very famous song. And then paparazzi. A paparazzi is a celebrity photographer, you can see. And this word is also pretty common if you see how paparazzi, a person, a celebrity, any celebrity is going, there are like nearly at least 10 journalists or the photographers follow them. They do the paparazzi because they just want to take pictures, how social media has made the paparazzi people to survive. And our next example could be bon voyage. Bon voyage means happy journey. When someone travels, and you must have heard voyage. If you take the simple word voyage is a journey. Bon is good in French, and then the whole sentence of bon voyage, which means that happy journey, travel safe. Hope you enjoyed. And then if we take the next example, such as masala, that is taken from an Indian word, which has become pretty common, that it is directly taken, it's directly borrowed, a loan word, rather than them changing it into different word as their convenience. And then if we see an Italian or Spanish word of gracias, which means thank you, and then other examples can be seen as how you can explain them. If we see the Indian words such as loot, bungalow, bangles, and guru, these are the commonly heard words. And then African or the Persian words such as sapphire, saffron, cartoon, cookie, and other words are taken from different parts of the languages, such as, and other examples could be entrepreneur, ballet. Ballet is a very beautiful dance, that this word was taken from French. And then genre, garage, these are again French words which have also been taken. And the other example can be taken from the tsunami, tsunami, which was taken from the Japanese language, which is a huge flood. And then the other word that we can take as a punch is a drink. But then that was derived from an Indian language, which is actually transferred, or a loan transfer or a little transformation was formed, which means it was taken as a punch. This was derived and translated, or loan transfer was happened, which was first it was taken as punch, which is a 5 different varieties, and that is how the word punch has derived. And the other word like as sharbat is a Persian word which means a regular drink that you have. It's a mixture, and if you know what it is pretty common in it. So this is how English language has been derived, transferred the words or borrowed it from different languages and made a whole body which we commonly speak. Now English is a foreign language for me, English could be foreign language for you. If not your mother tongue, it can be your native language as well. But this is how English has formed and evolved. Hope you enjoyed this video about knowing different words and how English has derived, and understanding how the evolvement of borrowing words and loan words have started. This is Vaishnavi signing out. Thank you. Please like and share, subscribe our channel.